Guess I'll record me trying to upgrade my site to the Dawson sites. This site is Ameriglo, and it seems like the screw's stripped out. I've used Loctite and it hasn't stayed, so I'm going to replace with Dawson Precision. And I got some red Loctite 262 recommended by the man himself. I'm also upgrading my spring because that's just a regular maintenance item, and I have about 7,500 rounds, 10,000 rounds through this, so just figured might as well do that. It's my little bench blocky thing for my vise. Don't need that, it's for my AR. Here's the front sight with extra fiber. Bunch of instructions, but I watched the video, so more inserts. I've never done a video, so bear with me. So these sights came from Dawson. Here's the rear sight, and earlier I showed you this is the front sight. I'm replacing both, and Dawson provides you with basically a sight pusher and aluminum so it doesn't mess up the finish, and then a front sight tool for the screw. I have one, but this one's aluminum, and then they even give you a little hex key or Allen wrench. Gun was cleared, unloaded, cleared, obviously, and first thing I gotta do is clean it, and then I'll get back to you. So the first thing I did was I taped a couple blocks of NDF on here and I just used some painter's tape to protect my finish. So when I put it in the vise, it won't mar it up. And the first thing I'm gonna do is remove the old Ameriglo rear sight. Guess I better find the right I'm gonna snug it in there. I don't know if you can see it good, but if it will zoom on here. Move the camera. I don't have a tripod, so this is all we get. So I have it in the vise. I'm gonna crank it down pretty good. So, hey buddy. So you can see I have it snug in the vise with MDF pieces that are just taped in here, and this guy is what's going to come off. Hi. Yeah, that's my workbench is not very snug. Let me see. So I'm going to remove the set screw. From the old site. Put everything in the old bag. And then I guess I'm just gonna smack away. Oh, another trick he said was just to put a little masking tape on the punch, and that will help prevent the marring. Just one direction now. I'm just using a old stinky mallet, and pray for me. My light isn't great in here. I'm trying to use an old boxing glove to see. That fucker ain't moving. I'm gonna have to hit it harder. Little tape on there, and that came out pretty easy. Alexa, stop. Okay, so there's the rear sight is off. Scary, scary. Just gonna give a little wipe. See how there it narrows, gets a little narrower in there. Now the front sight's got to come off. Should be easy. I'm just using the tool provided by Dawson. And it just unscrews. Screw, screw, screw.
God, the motherfucking arms.
And then
Huh?
that comes out like that. Buddy, you want to make my video with me?
Hey, Dad.
And that's the front sight is off. And there's the screw.
Nice.
Some professional gunsmith services. These are my helpers. This is for my one view on YouTube.
Shoulder games.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
Don't touch each other. Don't touch each other's privates. Okay, so these go in the bag because I might want those, even though I think it's stripped because it wasn't holding. I might have just had to add some more Loctite or better Loctite. But even dry firing after a week or two, it came loose again, and I could feel like I could get it really tight. So anyways, I'll keep these secure. So here's the deal. I have a file, 60-degree file, for the rear sight because they're not machined perfectly well, they are machined perfectly according to Dawson, but they might be a little bit too big in case, so there's not too play if the cutout on the Glock is too big, etc. And here's the Dawson blacked out rear. The set screw is not in. So I'm going to clean this thoroughly. I'm going to use hops because I'm out of a degreaser. just gonna put some of this hops number 9. Hops number 9 on a Q-tip. And just run that in there very nice. And actually I'm gonna hit it with the brush too. Make sure any large debris is out of there. And I'm gonna get some in the front, in this hole. And then hit that with the brush. Because I want the Loctite to really take a hold. I'm gonna see there's debris on there, but right now I'm concerned more with this hole, because there is a little play in the machining from the Dawson site, and so we want that clean really well because we're going to put Loctite in there, but I don't want any of this solvent in there. I'm gonna get it really good. Might as well clean out around where that bolt goes too, because this is my first time doing these, so if I fuck you up, I apologize. But the Q-tip's coming out clean, which is good. And clean out the rear. Again, your Q-tip. There's a lot of junk in there that doesn't want to come out, so it's like might as well. The Cerakote is by my buddy Justin Testa from American AE Cerakote. American something. AECerakote.com. He's out of Montana. He used to live here in Washington. Dang, this is dirty.
Can I use your keys?
Yeah. Isn't there a key in the drawer? Oh, but you need the...
What's up?
You want the door unlock key too. Hold on a sec, I'll give you these keys.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab some.
Frick, this is dirty as frick. Sorry, you get to see me. I need to be better about cleaning my guns. Here, I'm at.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. I'm gonna stick this back in the vise because there's no reason. I give it a pretty good torque, but I don't want to fuck up my slide. So there we go. It's clean. Now, just make sure it's. Now that that's clean, I can install this rear dude. There is a set screw in here. Just gonna remove that first, just so it doesn't. And now we're gonna take it and tap it in, and if it goes in halfway, we're good. We don't have to file it. And it's giving me a little pressure, so it went about a third of the way in, which tells me some needs to come off. So I'm going to file it. And then there's a little angle, and you just want to match the angle. And you'll see it's coming off, file in the same direction. Need better light. like I'm filing more off the back than the front. I don't want to do too much. He said a little goes a long way. Woo! Makes me nervous filing this thing. It goes halfway pretty easily, so I'm thinking where we want to be. It's moving pretty good, so. Almost on there. Try to get it even as possible. Ooh, too much. I'm gonna back it off. Guess I'll just eyeball this. Looks pretty close. I'd say that's even. Oh. So it's on. Rear sight is on. Now I just got to install the set screw. So what I'm going to do is take a little Loctite and Guess I gotta cut this somehow. I can't see shit. And I am going to put a couple dollops on there for I put a couple dollops on there. Then I can just dip the part in there. I'm gonna take this and just get some of that Loctite in there. Maybe I shouldn't have Loctited that. I'm not going to torque it down too much. I'm going to remove the excess. Remove the excess right now. And clean Q-tip. So front sight is installed. Probably missing some steps, but hey. I hope that fucker stays on. Okay. Set screw is in there. Hopefully I don't need to adjust it. It looks pretty even. Now the front sight. So I got that hole. And I'm going to add Loctite to that hole, and also to the screw. So in the big hole, it's kind of snug on there. So I'm going to remove the screw. I'm just going to leave it in the tool, and then we're going to load this up with Loctite. Trying to think of a way. I might actually just I don't want this fucker coming off, you know what I mean? Stick the Loctite in there, and then This ain't as easy as it looks. Tighten that down. All right, semi-tight. I'm gonna quickly remove some of this. See, the sight is canted a little. Eyeball it. Hand tight. Does that look even to you? Obviously get the Loctite from out of here. Or you'll Loctite your slide to your weapon maybe, huh? And I have a clean Q-tip. All right, installed. Dawson sights, rear, wasn't so bad.